forest murmured, thick with fog that coiled around the gnarled bark of ancient trees like secrets forgotten. Elena wandered deeper, guided by an inexplicable pull that both intrigued and unnerved her. Shadows flickered in her peripheral vision, fading whenever she turned to face them. She could almost hear whispers woven into the rustling leaves, beckoning her closer. Hours blurred into moments, and she felt disoriented, as if time itself had frayed. The terrain shifted beneath her feet, each step echoing with an uneven rhythm. A clearing appeared, where moonlight pooled like melted silver on the forest floor. There sat a solitary cabin, its windows dark and vacant, but the front door hung invitingly ajar. Inside, the air was stale, redolent of trapped secrets. The wood creaked under her weight, and Elena frowned, struck by the sudden chill. The walls were draped with cracked photographs, their subjects obscured by shadows that extended like claws. She approached them, searching for familiar faces, but each time she leaned in, her own reflection warped and twisted in the glass. In the far corner, a child's laughter erupted, pure, yet haunting. She froze, her heart racing as the sound faded, replaced by the soft thud of footsteps above. Was someone else here with her? The laughter had sounded familiar, yet it felt insidious, like a petal falling into darkness. Climbing the staircase, she reached the door of a small room. Its wood was worn thin, as if countless hands had desperately grasped its frame. Trembling, she opened it wide, revealing a dusty nursery. Scattered toys lay abandoned. A rocking horse creaked softly in a breeze that should not have existed. As she looked around, a memoir of her childhood struck her like a cold gust. Photographs of her family clung to the walls. Faces she could almost recognize, yet they morphed into mocking visages, twisting, as if in shared ignorance of what lay behind. Her reflection rippled again in the cracked mirror, but this time it did not match her own. Staring back was a twisted version of herself, a duplicate with hollow, smiling eyes, beckoning insistently. Elena's breath hitched as she stumbled back, realizing her feet were rooted in place, drawing her nearer. As the duplicate stepped forward, its fingers stretched out, like inviting her into the mirror's dark embrace. Time and space warped. It whispered secrets of the past, promises laced with dread. Just as the darkness threatened to swallow her whole, the cabin trembled with a violent shiver. The door slammed shut, leaving her disoriented in a haze of fog and confusion. Elena was back outside, the forest alive with muffled laughter. The cabin loomed behind her, resolute and sinister. She turned to flee, but realized, to her horror, that the forest had changed. Paths crisscrossed and split, all leading back to the very place she had disavowed. As she navigated the narrowing trails, she could hear her own voice joining the laughter, shrill and delighted, echoing through the trees.